Okay, I haven't made a video in like a week and a half. My wife gave my video camera to one of her teacher friends to do this project at one of her school, or her friend's school, not her school. So I have been working on the Genesis a little bit last week. I did the price reveal video last. So I had 3 or 4 other things I needed to do just to finish this car and make it like ready for sale. I've been thinking about the wheels. I'm not going to bother painting them. I'm just going to put it up for sale with the wheels the way they are, and we'll see how that goes. It should be fine. I did adjust the rear parking brake, or the rear shoes for the parking brake. When I got this car, the handbrake, it would go way up. It barely held the car. So I took the rear wheels off. There's a little rubber grommet inside the face of the disc. You just pop that out, move that up to about 12 o'clock on the, as you're looking at it, about 12 o'clock, and you can see the adjuster in there, and just spin it. So I spun the adjusters on both wheels until the wheels locked completely, and then I backed them off 3 clicks each. It was beautiful. Tiny little bit of drag. It's exactly what you want. The parking brake is like 3-4 clicks, and it's like clunk. And that car goes nowhere. It's rock solid. I did clean the interior with Tornador because it was fairly dirty in there. So I did give it a once over. It came out beautiful. And then the other thing I had to do was deal with the front bumper because it's freaking Copart had destroyed it. And if you've watched them other videos, you've seen, you know, I like to rant about them forklift drivers because they suck. I drove a forklift for years, and I worked in a breaker's yard, and I moved cars. I mean, that was it. That was the only reason we had a forklift, because we're moving cars. And I had this one job where all these cars were inside, and the insurance would be like, hey, I need to look at this one car. I'd have to move 50 cars just to get that car out. It sucked. I mean, I spent hours and hours and hours driving forklifts. I never beat the shit out of the bumpers, you know? So I don't get why Copart does that. They have way more space than I ever had when I drove a forklift. I never damaged anything. I just think they just don't care. Them guys driving the forklift, they're like, whatever, not my car. Yeah, I'm getting $10 an hour to drive a forklift. They could give a shit about what they're doing or what they're moving. Yeah, if they're even getting $10 an hour, I don't even know. And they know when you buy them too that you're buying them as is. Like in this one, right? When I bought this car, the front bumper was undamaged, no marks. It looked beautiful. When I get there, it's destroyed, and I'll show it to you. It's pretty much destroyed. And they broke the splash shields. They hit it so hard that, you know, they broke the splash shields too, and all kinds of stuff. So I'll show you that. I mean, but they know that you're buying it as is. So it's not like I can go into the Copart office and say, hey, you destroyed the front bumper, give me some money back. No, they don't care. They know that you can't do anything about it. So they just beat the freaking shit out of them. No respect for the cars. And this is not a one-off. Every car I've ever bought, ever has needed bumper work because of forklift damage. Includes that BMW, the Audi. I mean, I buy a lot of cars. This isn't like I got a couple of bad ones. Every fucking car. So, I'm getting annoyed. See, I'm thinking about it, I'm getting annoyed. Anyway, they need some training. I hope fucking Copart sees this video. Train your fucking forklift drivers, because they suck. And don't come back and say, oh, you should have inspected it. That's bullshit, because they could do the same fucking damage the day you go to pick it up. And so you could inspect it, it'd be fine, you go to pick it up, it'll still be destroyed. So just train your fucking forklift drivers. That's all you gotta do. Just, yeah. Or start fining their asses $50 a bumper. Yeah, you tell them drivers if they destroy a bumper, you're gonna take $50 out of the paycheck. That's almost a day's wages for that guy. That'll take care of it. Or make it $200. That'll really take care of it. So anyway, enough ranting about the fucking forklift driver, but I will show you all the damage. So I have that bumper repaired. I did clean inside this car. I did repair the bumper. I'll show that to you guys. I'm waiting on paint. I did order paint a different way this time. I ordered online. I used the automotivetouchup.com website so that they could mix the paint, put it into an aerosol can, and I would just spray it out of the can. I'm going to see how that goes. It's kind of like, yeah, I didn't need a lot of paint. I didn't want to buy a gallon or a quart of paint for this car because it's just a bumper. So we'll see how that goes. And then I'll clear it as normal when that's done. So the bumper, I'll show you all the damage on the bumper. They hit it so hard that, like, this is one of the plastics from the bumper. They broke the tabs, so I had to epoxy these tabs in, right? Okay, no big deal. couple of tabs. Let me show you the bumper. I mean, there's no call for this. So if you've seen in the other video, you've probably seen the damage, right? So I have it all repaired and fit smooth out and filled and everything. You can see here, that's pretty much as good as I could get this corner. This was completely, this was flipped up. I mean, just a disaster. All these little things were broke. This one, I need to redo it because it came off again. This corner, if you can see that big crack up there, not sure if that, this was destroyed. I'll show you on the other side. It was completely split on that bottom corner. Here, I'll show you. Okay, actually, before I flip it over, I'll show you this one. So this had split and was broke all the way down around, like literally from here all the way around. So I had to plastic weld everything, smooth it back out, sand it, fill it, sand it, fill it again, right? Just to get it to look like that. So it just needs paint at this point. But yeah, I'll show you. So this is there's that lower corner. This was split from here, and I mean split like completely in half, from here all the way around, up through. You can actually see there. You can see where it's split here. Well, that was all the way around through the front. It was split here. The top half of this had completely separated from the top portion of the bumper, so this was just dangling in the wind, right? Along with all of these. So yeah, I've had to plastic weld all that. This one, this was broke from it's broke around here, all the way around, all the way up through to about there. So you got to carve all that out, make a channel for the plastic to get put back into. I mean, it's just a pain, or just a ton of work for what? For a lazy ass forklift driver. I mean, that's really all it is. So this bumper needs to be finished sanded, and then repainted and cleared. And then this is done. They also they hit it so hard that they broke the tabs, these tabs off the splash shield. I'll show you. I had to plastic weld that. You see all that plastic I put back in there. So pretty shitty. Bunch of work. Shouldn't really needed to do it. I'll show you the interior, how that turned out. If you Google Tornador cleaner, I have the Tornador black. That's what I use to clean this inside of this car. It's an amazing tool. Make sure you wear a respirator when you use it, because them chemicals they'll get you. But yeah, I'll show you how this interior turned out. Yeah, I did the headliner in it too. So let me show you that. Let me flip this so I can see. This headliner was, it was black. It was really, really bad. So I got it all cleaned up with that machine. Actually, if you look here, that's how bad it was. You see that black spot there? I missed a bit with the Tornador. So when I'm done, when this car's back in the grind, I'll hit that with that Tornador, and it'll be perfect. But the entire headliner was that black color in the corner there. The seats were real bad. I've cleaned everything again with that same machine. It came out beautiful. Even the driver's seat, everything came out just absolutely perfect. My gear knob's on its way from Korea. Should be here soon. But yeah, turned out great. So yeah, that's how the Genesis looks at the minute. Just need to get that paint, clear that bumper, put it on, and that's it. It's for sale at that point. I have showed a couple of people I know the pictures of it, and this one guy's like, ooh, I might want that car. So I need to hurry up, finish it. I'll have it completely done by the end of the week. I'm just waiting on the paint coming. And then I'll paint it, put the bumper back on it, put the wheel guards or splash guards back in it, and that's it. It's completely finished at that point. It's ready for sale, and it'll be. I think I'm going to sell it. I talked about making it into a drift car. I've been thinking about it. That it's just silly. I think it'd be cool YouTube videos, but I'm not. Again, I don't make these videos for the YouTube for any kind of money or anything. So it'd be silly for me to spend my money to make a drift video, especially when there's so many other people making drift videos. I'd be nuts to, it'd be silly. So that's it. after it's, maybe I'll record painting the bumper with the spray cans and clearing it and stuff, because that might be useful if you're thinking about getting paint from that automotivetouchup.com place. We'll see how well they do with the color match. Or it's not really a color match, they're just mixing a color. So we'll see how well they do with that. And then clear it, and then it's only going to take 15-20 minutes to put a bumper back on this thing and put the guards back in it, hammer the wheels on it, and it's completely done at that point, and then it will be for sale. So that's a quick Genesis post price reveal video, and then I'll record doing the bumper when all that stuff shows up, and then that'll be the end of the Genesis build.